Hey friends, hope everyone is doing well today. So another video. It's been a little while since I put one out, and I would have liked to get this one out a little bit sooner. Kind of got tied up. I've had it about a week and a half or so. So great knife. This is a Microtech, and I kind of wish I had a production version of this particular knife to compare it to. This is the SOCOM Delta. This one is a limited run. I'm not quite sure how limited. This is an all titanium framed one. There was others. Myself and a buddy of mine won Abominable 1, which I'm sure you've seen his videos and mine together. At the 2012 Blade Show, we were there and we both bought one. Both of us sold it. His had a Damascus blade. Mine had a satin finish blade, but the handles were a bit different than what this one is. Those were kind of a satin finish or a matte finish titanium with different colored screws. This one is distressed, and which is the reason why I wanted this particular knife, because I wanted one to carry without worrying about trying to damaging the handle or whatnot. If I get a scratch on it, you won't see it as much. It does have a hand ground blade, CPM 154 by Tony Marfione, and this knife was actually distributed at the G4 Gathering back in August or September. At least this was made in August of 2012. I'm not quite sure when the gathering was. Not far after that. Great knife. Great knife. It is a full-size folder. These knives have a 4-inch blade. This one being the custom version or a semi-custom version. Has a little bit different screws. Has the tri-axis screw on it for the pivot. Of course, the titanium, beta grade titanium frame. And the blade is CPM 154. Very smooth opening. Very smooth. This blade is what they call a tritone. So the blade itself is a satin finished. The blood groove is bead blasted, and the flats have kind of a stone washed finish on it. Great knife. Kind of wicked looking. Love Tony's grinds. Really good. Excuse my fingerprint there from just opening it. So fits good in hand. Like I said, it does have a 4-inch blade. And the production versions, you can get them in CPM D2, the Carpenter Steel S35 VN. The handle configurations differ. Some of them are G10. You can get a semi-production custom version, I think in carbon fiber. And Grand Prairie Knives has one that has the aluminum frames, and I think there's a Zombie Tech one out now too that have green with blood splatter on them. The blades, they're a tanto, but they're not ground anything like this. It's just flat ground blades. Really good knife. Love the lockup. I was a little worried at first about this lock bar, but it works fantastic. The detent is great on this knife. I actually got this knife in a trade, so I was able not to pay full price for it. I did a partial trade with cash. Had to have it. So now I do. Whoops. No, it's broke. No. One of the interesting things I found about this knife is, even though it has the different pivot screws, blade grind, and frame, it's similar to the production version, as you would think, because the thumb studs actually act as the blade stop. So I'm trying to get a macro in here. You can see here that there are still stainless steel inserts. It kind of drops down and goes around the pivot on the titanium frame like the production versions. My guess and my buddy's guess is because they are using CNC machinery to initially grind these blades, maybe the blades, but the handles, they're all the same. So whether they're using G10 carbon fiber and or titanium or aluminum, they're ground on the same machine, so perhaps they decided just to go ahead with that, which is fine. It doesn't bother me any. It's great. The lock bar also has a stainless steel insert if the knife ever were to wear. This is about 50% lockup. feels good in hand. Feels great in hand, actually. It reaches out there. This grind is just sick, man. Love Tony's grinds. So my very first Microtech I ever owned back in 1996, 97 was the double action SOCOM. Love that knife. Same size. So I want to see if I can, for you guys, get a little comparison shot here. There's a large Sabenza. So you can kind of see size-wise what we're talking about. Again, the SOCOM is a lot bigger knife than the Sabenza. It's not a huge difference. It's not bulky in the pocket. I've actually been carrying this at work. And it feels really well. Even where the pocket clip sits, you have this little bit here. I know people like deep pocket carry sometimes, but this little part of the handle that sticks up, I mean, you can, grab onto it real easily. Very secure pocket clip. Kind of looks like a Chris Reeve pocket clip. Actually, I think Chris makes them for Tony. So, just a quick video to show this off. SOCOM Delta. There are a few around. They're pricey, like all Microtech customs. He took the time to do the blade. I got lucky. Like I said, I was able to do a trade. So they are out and about. There's other versions with the carbon fiber handles that can still be gotten for, I don't know, between $8 and $1,000, just depending on what you find. So I'm not so much into collecting knives as using them. So I'll use this sparingly. I'm not quite sure what I want to cut with it. It's opened a few things. Great, great knife. Thumbprint. So, deep blood groove. Got to see the bevel. Not quite sure if I have to sharpen it, how I'll do it. Shouldn't be too difficult. I'm sure it's a 30-degree. Could probably put it on a tri-sharpener or something like that. I don't know if you can see how that tritone is. It's kind of hard to get that. You can see the stone wash. You can probably see it there a little bit. So, anyhow, thanks for watching my video. I hope everybody's collection is growing. Get Microtech. Get Chris Reeve. Take it easy.